know when you're going. Turn on your microphone.
Yes. Not really, but I'm just not there yet, I think.
Thank you. Welcome. It's City Council regular council meeting. It's Tuesday, October 7th at 7 o'clock. We are glad to have everyone here tonight. We have good things ahead of us. So we'll begin this with a roll call and then disperse the roll call because everybody's present. And would love to start this meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Would anyone like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? You can even be young if you want to.
I'd be happy to, Mayor.
Thanks, Travis.
Please repeat the pledge with me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Travis. I'd also like to ask if anyone would like to offer an invocation or share an inspirational thought with us. That is quiet. So,
I can do prayer.
would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our Heavenly Father, we're thankful to be gathered here in City Council. We're thankful for all the wonderful people in our community that contribute and live here. We're thankful that we have such a good community and a great place to live. We're thankful for the freedoms that we're afforded and that we have the privilege to determine our future as a city. And please bless us in this meeting. We say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Do we have a declaration of any potential conflicts of interest for any of the business that we're going to conduct tonight? Thank you. None? Okay. Then we'll move ahead. I want to go into the consent agenda, the minutes, bills, and items. So the first item is the 16th of September's City Council regular meeting minutes. You had a chance to review those. Are any corrections, additions, anything we missed? Okay. And we'll move on to number 2, the city expenditures of $1,443,801 and change. You have a chance to look through those 2 pages or so.
I had a couple of questions. I called Norman, got them cleared up.
Okay, that's good. That's usually the best way. But
I just had one question. I noticed that we have 2 auto parts stores in Santaquin and we're still going to Payson. Are we getting a better deal on parts there, or is there?
I'm happy to discuss that offline with you if you'd like.
I'll see you after.
Great.
okay, resolution. The resolution is the surplus property, the Loving truck, the Loving SUV. Isn't that what it was? Slightly used.
Slightly used police vehicle, yes.
I forget the word that you used in the description. Was it like, really? Is it that? Well, I'll have to go back. Any questions on that?
I just wonder if we keep track of the hours that are actually on the engine, not just the miles.
We do. They're on the vehicle. Yep. And by the way, the pictures came from before we took all the decals and stuff off. We would not obviously sell it with the decals on it. So, but yes, the hours are on there.
Okay. So are there any corrections to anything? Are we good to go? Then I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Travis?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Good. Let's move on to the recognitions and public forum. So first thing is the employee of the month. So we'd like to invite Ryan to come up.
I'll make sure it's on. Mayor and council, We are pleased to recognize Annie Westover as the Employee of the Month for October 2025. Annie currently serves as an advanced EMT, working part-time for the city in the Fire and EMS department, and has been with us nearly a year. In that time, she has proven herself to be an invaluable member of our team. Annie is an amazing and outgoing person. She's been willing to learn and take on additional responsibilities, and I appreciate her immensely and feel that she deserves this. She's very honest, and she keeps us all in check, and she's not afraid to challenge the norm, which is good. Because the two things firemen hate the most are the way things are and change. So it's good because she's not afraid to look at it from a different point of view. So Annie's path to become an EMT is both inspiring and deeply meaningful. After earning her degree in history education, she taught for a few years before starting her family. Married to her husband Ryan for 14 years, Annie is the proud mom of 6 children, 4 girls and 2 boys, ranging in age from 12 to 3. For years, she dedicated herself to raising her family and as a stay-at-home mom, but following the tragic passing of Sergeant Bill Hoosier, Annie felt a strong desire to serve the community in a new way. She began to do some ride-alongs to see if EMS work was right for her. She quickly went on to earn her EMT certification and then right into her advanced EMT. Annie, who is originally from Orem, and Ryan, a Santaquin native, have lived in several states before returning to Utah and settling here in Santaquin 5 years ago, a community they have grown to love and call home. Annie treasures the opportunity to raise her children in such a family-centered city. Outside of work, Annie enjoys spending time outdoors, camping, hiking, backpacking, and gardening, as well as cheering on her children in various sports. She also greatly values the friendships and camaraderie she has found within the fire and EMS. Annie states that, I love the people I work with. They have hearts of gold and are always willing to teach. I am grateful for the chance to learn from them and to be a part of such a kind, service-minded team. Santaquin City, and I'm honored to celebrate that Annie's dedication, compassion, and service to our community, and congratulate her on being named the October 2025 Employee of the Month.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's her turn for a few words.
Oh, yeah, that's part of it. This is a record. All this
Oh,
is
my God.
record.
I asked him at the office the other day, am I going to have to say anything? And he flat out lied and said no.
Wait a minute. He's a fireman.
I know. I should have trusted that.
This is your chance to get even publicly.
I know. I wish I had something really solid to roast him with, but I don't at the moment.
I've got those things if you ever need
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
No, but I really do love my job. I feel like it's worked out to be the best step later in life. I don't know if I could have hacked it with a family early on, but I'm really grateful for the opportunities that the station and the chief has given me to jump in and be a part of the community. And I really do love it. It's a fun way to serve and get to know people and get my hands dirty a little bit. As if my 6 kids didn't keep my hands dirty enough. But I love it. It's great and it's a wonderful community. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Dirty hands. Sheesh. So we would love you to bring your kids up.
Okay.
And Ryan, you've got to stand in this with me.
My husband is at a football game, so he's texting me.
I was wondering.
I know Ryan. I'll give him a bad time.
There you go. All right. We had
Okay, I'm going to come around. You guys need to quit being chicken. We got to figure this out. Oh, you're great. Who's going to hold this? I don't know why.
Which lucky kid gets to hold the basket?
Who wants to hold the basket?
I knew there'd be
Not in front of your face.
I knew there'd be a volunteer. All right, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. That should work.
Yeah. On all the social media, they post them. Okay, good. It gets, like 100 likes a lot of the times.
Good. Doesn't need to be out of reach.
So good.
Oh, yes. Okay, wait, you're confusing.
Okay, Cesar Garcia. Hang on just a minute. You signed up to speak in the public forum, which gives you a chance to stand up and say all kinds of things. However, I'm going to reserve that and wait for item number 6 so you can speak for the hospital. Unless you want to speak out.
I'm a rookie on where to sign up. So.
Everybody is. That's how we trap them. Okay, our next item is Chamber of Commerce. Jim, we'd like to give you the floor.
Oh, thank you. Good place to chip and putt. I am Jim Rowland, the president and CEO of the Payson Santaquin Chamber of Commerce, and grateful to be here. I haven't been here for a while. I've been traveling and other obligations, so I'm glad to be back and everybody here. It's nice to see everyone. I thought I would give you just a real quick rundown on what the Chamber's been up to. I don't know if you've had a final report on the hometown market or not, but as far as we're concerned, it went fantastic. Crowds increased from about 150 to 1,500 people, and vendors increased from about 15 to 40 every week. So if numbers mean anything, those are really good numbers. We've got a meeting planned with the rec department to plan next year's coming up next week, and hope to make it even bigger and better and bring more of the public out to it. We had a 3-chamber business summit up in Springville last month that went really well. We had some great speakers. So the Springville, Spanish Fork, and us combined to put that on, and we had almost 100 people there and some really great speakers to help motivate our businesses to grow. And with the help from the GoEO grant we received this year, we are putting on the Garage to Great workshop on October 23rd, 2 weeks from Thursday, and I'm hoping many of you can sign up and attend that event. We've got a really fun workshop planned, a roundtable planned with some business owners that are just going to kind of hash out what it took to get from where they are or where they started in the garage to where they are now. So we're really trying to work with all the smaller to mid-sized companies and help them find what they need to know to grow. There'll be a postcard coming in your mailbox this week with more details on that and on the website. If you want to put on your calendars December 11th, we do a Christmas luncheon that the Payson High School culinary team cook for us. It is going to be, I think it's a Thursday, December 11th, and you all are invited to attend as long as you pay the $15 fee to help cover the cost of the food. But the kids do an incredible job preparing they decorate the room real nice, they cook a beautiful meal, and then the choir comes in and sings to us. So if you can get that on your calendars now and squeeze it in, I think you'll really enjoy it. And then our annual awards gala is coming up in February. So as far as I know, it's February 5th. You may or may not want to put that one on your calendar. But that's going to be held at the new Moments on Main in Payson. And right now we currently have 161 members, including 13 gold members and 9 silver members. We participated in a number of ribbon cuttings since I was last here, including Les Schwab. And did y'all know that Les Schwab will donate a set of tires to a nonprofit organization every month? So if you're familiar with any nonprofits, all they need to do is go in and apply, and they apply once and they get kind of put into a kitty. They gave some tires to Tabitha's Way during their grand opening here. But if you know any nonprofits that could use a pair of new tires, tell them to go to Les Schwab and sign up to get on that list. We had a great ribbon cutting at MTech. The college is now open. Murdoch Ford, did you all get your invites to Murdoch Ford's ribbon cutting? Today's the day to register if you're RSVPing to the event. You're shaking your head no?
I did not.
They should have all come here.
It's likely in your box.
Oh, okay. I should check my box then.
You probably should.
Yeah, you're supposed to RSVP by today. It's just scan the QR code and send an email, tell them you're coming. Real easy.
Do you have the date on that?
It is
16th.
the 16th, yes, Thursday at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then they will serve lunch afterwards. They do really nice ribbon cuttings and ceremonies, so it'll be a really good event. We opened up a new Golden West in Payson, and did I hear? I think Golden West is opening up in Santaquin. Is
They bought a
rumor
lot.
true?
Yeah.
So yeah, so you'll have a new Golden West here as well. And then we also did ribbon cutting at Quick Wax. So it's been a busy summer, and I'm glad it's coming to an end. Now, the real reason I'm here, we're excited to recognize Summit Veterinary Clinic as this month's Business of the Month winner, and I'd like to invite Dr. Fisher and Brittany to come on up. You can bring the kids if you want. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. So Summit is a pretty fun contest this month because we put them up against 3 human health care facilities, and they dominated the Facebook posts. So I guess we care more about our animals than our own bodies. But Summit Veterinary Clinic was founded in 2024 by Dr. Alika and Brittany Fisher, a husband and wife team who turned their dream of owning a clinic into reality. After years of experience in traditional veterinary practices, Dr. Fisher saw a need for more flexible, affordable care in our growing community. Together, they launched a mobile veterinary clinic, bringing quality, compassionate pet care directly to the homes of families throughout Santaquin and the surrounding areas. No longer making house calls, Summit is now located at 390 Summit Ridge Parkway in the TPW wholesale parking lot, and hopefully soon to be in a permanent location. Summit Veterinary Clinic offers a full range of small animal services, including wellness exams, vaccinations, dental care, surgeries, diagnostics, and end-of-life care, all from the convenience of their mobile setup. Clients especially appreciate the personal attention, gentle approach, and the reduced stress their pets experience in a familiar environment. And I want to read, I don't know if you've gone through the posts and read what people have said to you.
Saw a few, yes.
I'm going to read just a couple. Again, there was plenty of them. So it says, Summit Vet Clinic brings a much needed service to our area at an affordable price. It touches the lives of humans and pets, spanning from Payson, Santaquin, Levan. I haven't heard that one. Nephi, Mona, and beyond. What a blessing to have such kind, qualified professionals in our town. Summit Vet Clinic has been a wonderful addition to Santaquin. The staff is great, and the level of care they're able to provide out of a mobile clinic is excellent. It is so wonderful to have a vet clinic here in Santaquin. Summit Vet Clinic helped us during a hard time with our cat, Doc. I guess the cat's name was Doc. Very considerate, kind, and had empathy for us. Amazing team. So the Payson Santaquin Chamber is proud to honor Summit Veterinary Clinic for their commitment to compassionate service, community connection, and the health and happiness of our local pets. Congratulations to Dr. Fisher and Brittany Fisher. Are you doctor also?
I'm not.
Okay. So Dr. Fisher, Brittany Fisher, as winners of this month's Business of the Month. Actually, did you want to say something?
Sure. I'll let Dr. Fisher do
Dr. Fisher.
So I guess a couple things before I start. Brittany is really the brains behind the operation here. She does basically all the business stuff. I just go there and work. So, you know, I'm more of just an employee. And she told me I had to dress nice tonight. And so, it's an upgrade from a smock and lots of dog and cat hair. So we're doing pretty good for not running home before the meeting. Brittany actually did have some few things for me to say. she made me have them written down so I didn't forget them all. But basically, we're honored to be the business of the month. It means a lot to us. We started so small, and as many of you know, we had no idea really what we were getting ourselves into. It's kind of our first time owning a business, so it's been a lot of growing pains, but it's been great. A few people we really need to thank, or most of them are here tonight. Obviously, our mayor, Dan Olson, Norm has been great as well. Also, Jim, you've been wonderful. It's been great to be here in the city of Santaquin. It really has. We couldn't be happier with how good it's been for us here. Not just, clients, all that stuff, but it's been good to be able to work with the city on trying to get in here permanently. Other people to thank, I guess, would be Trailer Parts Wholesale. They've been really good to us at letting us, squat in their parking lot, putting up with our questions. It's been nice because they can fix my trailer because it breaks down. I didn't realize those things break down like monthly. So, yeah. And we have our one of our employees here. She is a front office wizard, I guess. She does all that stuff for us. She could attest we do a lot of maintenance on that thing, but it's been great. So we're thankful for them. It was kind of a big leap of faith for us to try to just go for it, and so we're grateful to be here tonight with the business of the month, right? Mm-hmm. And we appreciate all the hard work that all you guys have done to make it so we can come in here and be a part of the community. So thank you guys.
You want a picture? Grab it.
This is how you know who the real boss is. She's dressed nice.
You guys want to scoot back a little bit, then you won't get the podium in it. Go ahead, I'll let you go first.
Nope, you go.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Why is your phone not letting me?
Because you don't have a passcode.
She blocked you out on purpose.
I put this in my personal phone all the time, by the way.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
He's already won.
I have to register it. Oh, Caesar.
I didn't know if you knew it. But we can try to plug in here.
There it is.
Have a clicker?
I don't. Just
You'll be my clicker? All right.
I'll be your clicker.
Sounds
yeah,
good. Thank you. Thanks for having me here. So my name's Caesar. I am the nurse administrator at Spanish Fork Hospital. I'm here just to kind of share a little bit about our hospital and some of the things that are top of mind for us, in the community and health overall. So Intermountain's grown. We are now in 6 primary states. There's lots of caregivers, lots of hospitals, but the one specifically here that's closest home for you guys would be Spanish Fork Hospital. As you guys know, Intermountain, we pride ourselves in providing the best care possible. And I'm not going to go through awards, but just this just demonstrates that we do put a lot of pride into making sure that we do evidence-based practice and give the best care that we can always. A little bit about Spanish Fork Hospital. So we opened in 2021, and we've grown since then a lot. We have close to 400 caregivers now. We're affiliated with over 1,000 providers. We perform lots of surgeries. Emergency visits every single year have gone up, actually exponentially. About every year we're seeing 1,000 more visits every year compared to the year before, and delivering lots of babies. And then one thing that we do like to share also is we do try to provide a lot of charity care as much as possible. We have a great leader. I don't know if you guys know Megan Johnson. Megan Johnson is in our community all over the place, and recently she was recognized at Utah Valley University Nursing Department for their Alumni of the Year. And one of the cool stories about Megan this year, and I'll talk about this a little bit, is she recently was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was something that she didn't necessarily, it wasn't her turn to go get a screen. And through screening, which I'll talk about here in a second, they were able to identify it. And, this year she had a double mastectomy and didn't require any chemo, radiation, and she's doing really well. But a lot of that is from getting the screenings, which I'll talk about here in a second. Other things that are going on, we recently merged our health records to a program called EPIC. What this does is it streamlines healthcare across all hospitals and all the clinics that we have, and actually lets us be able to communicate with other healthcare organizations a lot easier so that we can streamline your care. Doesn't matter where you go. So eight separate health records moved into one, and physicians are loving this. We have access to all sorts of tools. One's specifically called MyChart. I don't know if you guys have been into our facilities recently, but this app is wonderful. You can get real-time results as you're waiting for your physician, which is really cool to have, and it also has features that you can communicate with providers. And also, if you're an inpatient, you can actually communicate with nursing too. So really trying to use technology to help us, provide care. We love being in the community. We're very involved at the chambers. I was actually at that event that he talked about at the Springville Library, where we had community there, and we love to do health fairs. We love to be out in the community. United Way, any events that you guys might have, we'd love to come. Anything specifically that's health related. So I don't know what those are in Santaquin. I'd love to learn about those, so that if you guys have those community events, we'd love to come out and share some of the things that are top of mind for me, which I'll get to here shortly. Again, EMS appreciation, Sub for Santa, United Way of Caring. We try to be in the community as much as possible. So the future, I talked about our emergency department specifically. We are actually to the point 4 years in where we've already outgrown our facility. So we're going to be expanding our emergency department and adding a second CAT scanner. This is just due to the growth, and we're actually looking at plans to make our OR bigger and cancer center, and we have a lot of land there at Spanish Fork Hospital. If you guys are familiar with the campus there, we have 60 acres, which is actually bigger than Utah Valley Hospital. So as the community grows, as we see the needs coming, we're going to continue to grow with the community. Top concerns. I'm here to plead with all of us to really think about our preventative screenings. Specifically, Utah has a lower screening rate than most of the U.S. This is in mammograms, cervical cancer, colorectal, prostate, skin. We have lower rates of screening. So this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You probably see pink a lot of places that you go. Please encourage, your loved ones, your wife, your sister, your daughter, to get those screens, because it really can save lives. Falls prevention. Our number one trauma activation at our hospital is actually falls. A lot of older people are falling and coming to the hospital, and one fall can lead to a lot of other diagnoses that can be detrimental. And so we do offer a class that our trauma coordinator called Defying Gravity. Amanda Porter loves to be out in the community. She goes to senior centers, schools, anywhere, and she can provide this training to you guys and whoever's open to learning about it. And then most recently is helmet safety. E-bike and e-scooter accidents are on the rise. They've doubled annually since 2017, and it's the third most common trauma activation at Spanish Fork Hospital. So if you think about, there's falls, motor vehicle accidents is number 2, and number 3 is e-bikes and scooters. There are a lot of young people who are using these. They're not wearing their helmets, and unfortunately, if you look at the news, there's lots of accidents happening, and helmet safety is big. So just wanted to say thank you for giving me a minute to kind of share some of the things that are top of mind for us at Spanish Fork Hospital. And, we're here to grow with the community, and just really would want to advocate for screenings at this time. This can be done at Intermountain, this can be done at, any of the other facilities, clinics. Please encourage, our loved ones to get those screenings. And as guys, there's screenings we got to do too. And sometimes we think we don't need those, but, those really do prevent further complications down in life. So thank you for your time, and appreciate being here.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Caesar? Any things? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming. That is a beautiful hospital. So I want to stay out of them as much as I can.
I agree. I like to go to work there, but I don't want to get care there because
when you said the older people, they're usually the ones that fall. You looked right at me.
Well, I'm looking straight. But,
I was thinking, I haven't fallen lately.
You'd be surprised. A lot of the community health outreach that we do actually is kids falling out of windows too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that happening as well. And so we have lots of cool little fun interactive things that we try to teach, helmets, and little, like we have little eggs that fall out of little windows, and unfortunately it's real. It's stuff that happens. It's stuff that we see all the time. And so the more awareness that we can give to the community, I think that the better we'll be as a whole.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks again. Appreciate you coming over
I don't
and
know if you guys
being interested in the city. This is good.
breast cancer screening.
Okay. Thank you. Jason, do you want to jump into the building permit and business license report?
So Norm's got that pulled up. We're at a total of 206 building permits this calendar year. You can see the breakdown there of 137 single family, 69 multifamily, and then on top of that, there's 7 new commercial spaces. Fiscal year wise, we're up to 46. And as always, you can see the comparisons to where we were at this time last year and the previous year total. So kind of on pace with where we've been for the last couple years, last few years. So that's the report for building permits. And then new business licenses, there's a whole bunch of them there. There's a big long list. They're all home occupations. So look through that, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have for building permits or business licenses.
Are any of those renewals?
Nope, these are all new. We don't report renewals to you, so they're all new.
Okay. Any other questions?
Isn't there a business that on Second East now that does that?
So it took them a little bit to get their business license. We were working with them to try and cover some things. So they were a little delayed in getting it, but they did finally get that. And
okay, so this isn't the second one. This is the same one. Okay.
This is the same one.
Okay. Let's move on for resolutions and discussions as well as possible actions tonight. First resolution is the 10/02/2025 LIV, the Life Safety Inspection Vault. Do we want to have Ryan talk about that for a minute before we go on?
Absolutely.
I was hoping you would say that.
Oh, what was that?
We're getting our money's worth tonight.
You are, and I appreciate it. This is something we've been working on for quite some time. LIV is a third-party company, one of many that we looked at, that provides a service to help us track fire suppression and alarm systems required by the IFC for yearly maintenance. This vault, when Macy's, for an example, does an alarm test or sprinkler test, these documents are then uploaded into this vault, which allows us to see if they have deficiencies so we can help make sure that those systems are in compliance. What it also does is once we provide them a list of city businesses that have systems, if somebody isn't doing it, it flags them so that we can go out and talk with them to try to make sure that that system is staying online and preventing further issues. So this will free up a ton of time for us. Right now we're trying to track it in a spreadsheet and we're missing things, or we don't have the people to go out and do it. So this system will help us greatly track it. And only 2 authorized users will be allowed to have access to that, and that's the position of the fire chief and of the new fire marshal. So.
Okay, I know we've been looking at it for quite a while.
Yes.
You want to comment on it?
Nope, I think Ryan's done a great job.
Okay, are there any comments that you have?
I was just looking through there and I didn't see any costs associated with this.
So there's no cost to the city of it. When the inspection is done, they upload it and they pay the small fee to the third party, so it doesn't cost the city anything.
They don't charge a fee to come download software or anything like that?
No cost to the city, and that's one of the features that we really liked. We're following suit with some of the other big cities throughout the Wasatch Front that are using this, and I've had great success with it.
Jason and I had quite a discussion. We were pretty excited when it first came along. We figured it was a golf tournament, live and all, but, you know, we were going to get Jim involved and see what we could do about a golf course, but we're not there. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in.
Don't say Saudi Arabian money involved with this.
No, this is really good. And, you know, I remember struggling with all the forms and spreadsheets and everything else that we tried to do. This is great, and especially to be able to just log in, app, whatever you need to do. No questions?
I contacted Ryan earlier this week, and he explained this program to me. And definitely, I'm very supportive of it. I think it's really cost beneficial for the city, obviously, and I'd be willing to make a motion to approve it.
Got a motion? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Brian?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Lynn? Aye. Travis?
Aye.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Let's go with it. All right, discussions on the next couple of things is the approval for the construction administration engineering services with JUB on the WRF. I'll refrain from my usual acronym. John, do you want to go over a little bit, bring anybody up to date and answer any questions might be? Because we realize what some of these things are, and even the downfall we've got.
Yeah, so basically what this is JUB is the design engineers on the project, and to assist us because of the highly technical nature of the WRF, we do use JUB as the design engineers to help us with construction administration of the project. So that includes submittal reviews, making sure we're getting the right equipment provided to us and for it as a part of that, because they have a lot more technical knowledge on the design of this than city staff does. And so this is to help us make sure we get that facility as we go through the construction process of this, to get that so it's got everything we need to continue to provide the service that we need to the citizens. So
do they provide a second check on everything that's going on so that we're not missing anything anywhere?
Yes. Yep.
So
they're involved
internal?
They're involved in they help us with construction observations at times when we need them there, especially we start to move. Right now we're in the process of putting concrete in the ground, rebar and that kind of thing. A lot of the equipment hasn't been started getting installed on there, but as that technical equipment comes online, they'll be helping us get it started up and making sure we're getting that system up and running and going. So okay. I'm happy to answer any questions on it.
Any comments? Anything?
Obviously, the weather's changing. Are they going to be able to work through the winter?
Yes, and that's the kind of the big push right now, is to get the concrete in the ground so that we don't have to worry about frost protection, freeze protection.
Anything else? Then I would entertain a motion for approval of this service agreement.
So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. Lynn?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Thank you. While you're still right there, why don't you stand back up because we want to talk about the change order with the Veolia.
Yeah, so Veolia, we've got 2 contracts with Veolia, and that's to provide the membrane filter racks that actually clean all the solids out of the waste stream. And so this equipment is constructed in Europe, and due to the new tariffs that have been levied by the Trump administration, those tariffs do apply to this equipment that's being imported. And so in coordination with Veolia, this covers the import of 2 of those systems that we're going to be bringing in. One of them is strictly for repair and replacement, and then the other one is for the new train that we're going to be putting on here shortly with the WRF project. And so that $55,000 is there to cover the tariff costs as well as Veolia's administration, bringing those across the border.
We know this adds a little extra. Norm and I have talked about any of the costs that are in here. We don't know that it's going to affect us in any way as we go forward. Sometimes these are just expected since we have contingencies built into most everything.
We knew this was coming when we took out the sewer bond that we recently closed on. So this is part of that funding, and that's accounted for in there, that we should have plenty of funds to be able to take care of that. So we knew this was coming. We just didn't know until now what the cost was.
And they're able to use their contracts in there to actually give us a little bit. It's a little bit less expensive tariff-wise to use them to do this.
Yeah, because of their mechanisms and their structure, they're at 11% instead of the 15% that we would have seen if we would have tried to do it ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. I've dealt with tariffs all over the world in my business before, and they're just one of those things you don't get around.
Mm-hmm.
And that's life.
Yep.
So,
hey,
any
any questions
question?
that I can answer on it? Great.
Then I would entertain a motion with the possible action on the approval of this change order for Veolia.
I would make a recommendation that we approve.
I'll second.
Kind of cut short. You didn't read
I
that
didn't read the whole
line.
thing.
Okay. Okay. Travis.
Aye.
Lynn.
Aye.
Jeff.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Brian.
Aye.
Very good. Ready to go? Why don't we ask you to step up again? You got one more. This is the change order with VanCon on the WRF.
Correct. So if you remember a couple months ago, we approved an initial change order for the construction management general contractors contract that we have with VanCon Incorporated. It's for what we've been talking about. They're the contractor that is doing the improvements to WRF. We previously, the original guaranteed maximum price was approved to get us for the funding that we had in hand. And since with the approval and the bond going through, we have the funds now to complete all of the elements associated with WRF project. This additional allows us to, we have the funds to construct the loadout building, and it's kind of the major portion on there, also to do some improvements over on our winter storage ponds. And so that the remaining $1.4 million for our work with VanCon. So happy to answer any questions on this one.
Anything you want to add?
Nope. I would also just add that we do have the funds from the bond proceeds that will take care of this, so we're good to go.
Yeah. Then if there's no questions, I would entertain a motion to adopt this possible action or approve it.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Brian?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Good. The next thing that we need to do is to convene to the Santaquin CDRA, the Community Development Renewal Agency, which we, under our state constitution, have the ability to work with properties, lands, and have built this industrial park, which is going very, very well. Excited to see things in. Through this experience, we've worked with a lot of people, and tonight this is dealing especially with Alika Fisher. You've had a chance to look at some of these things, and we have worked very close with Alika, and with his contractor, we have been given information. He's working on his funding at this point. And we're right at the point to where all that last transaction has to happen, but we're also running out of time on the business agreement that we had put together. So as a board, what we're looking at tonight is to extend that time frame. We had a date in there.
Yeah, December 3rd, I think, is the date. It's about 36 days from the current closing time. We do need to open and convene the CDRA meeting, and then we can act on that.
We convened to the CDRA.
We have not convened to the CDRA yet.
So
I'll make a motion to enter the CDRA.
I'll second it. Travis?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
This is funny. I thought I did. I'm getting old. Jeff?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Ryan?
Aye.
So now in the CDRA.
Yes.
Thank you. And we're talking about doing an amendment. That amendment will take us an extra 5 weeks into this project plus. And does that give you enough time to get through this, because you're right on the cusp?
Yes, I apologize for even have to go into this. It talked about going into this naive, and yeah, here we are. So,
yeah, if you want to come up
to
the microphone, state your name.
Sure.
No.
I'm just saying that we kind of went into this naive, the first time business owners, and then also with our, dealing with our contractor. He thought he would have everything, and it turns out a veterinary clinic is more complex than other projects he's undertaken. So we've run into a few setbacks, but I'm still going to hopefully make the original deadline. However, just as kind of a safety net in case we do not have an extra couple of weeks to make sure we get it all done.
Yeah, this has 35 days. So it was 120 in the original one, and this adds to 155. Yeah. So
in addition to what you already have left over, this just adds that extra 36 days, whatever it is, which is good. That gets us into the area of the first meeting into November, isn't it?
That gets us into December. Actually,
December,
the current closing date is October 29th. This puts us 35 days past that, which is the 3rd of December.
What day of the week is the 3rd?
I think it's a Wednesday. Let me look really quick.
It's a Wednesday.
Okay,
it is
that's
Wednesday.
good. I think we looked at that when we were going through this to make sure we were okay.
Yep.
So I appreciate all the work that you put into it. It's been great getting to know you as well as work with you over the last couple of years, and see you grow and us grow.
Yeah, been too long. We really we want to get done. Like I said, we have Sadie here today. I think she's tired of the trailer. I'm tired of the trailer. We're ready to get into something definitely more permanent. So,
you know what? You run an exceptional business.
Oh, thank you.
Having been a recipient of that, it means a lot, I think, to bring this into Santaquin at the level that you're bringing. And I look forward to what we're going to accomplish here. However, I have to go to the board and approve this change. So moving the date up to the 3rd of December, I need a motion.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Travis?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
So we move forward. We've got a little extra time. We're good to go. Any questions that come up, any worries that you have along the way, let us work with you and help. Please don't be a stranger, but, you know, if we can in any way, we try to do the best that we possibly can to help.
I appreciate it. You guys have been great.
Well,
getting it figured out and hopefully moving forward.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. Now you get to drive to Gunnison, huh?
Yeah, that commute's getting old too.
Alika, we'll get a signature from you before you leave, so if you'll hang out for just a minute. Thank you.
All right. Now we need to return to the original council meeting. So since the CDRA board has met, transacted business, I'm ready for a motion to return, to leave this meeting and return to the council meeting.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Brian?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Now we're at council again. Good to have. Note that we did do that, just in case if I forget for some reason. Have a couple of things that we want to do. Want to go to the reports of the officers first. So, Jason, do you have anything you would like to report?
Just a couple of things. First, I thought I'd just acknowledge, I think council knows, but obviously Emily Otley is going to be moving on. We appreciate her and grateful for things she's done for Santaquin. She's not here tonight, obviously. Stephanie's filling in for her tonight, but just wanted to acknowledge that, and we'll miss Emily, and she was a great city recorder, so just wanted to mention that. We do have a new employee at the top of the stairs. There in that kind of built-in desk area, we have a new administrative assistant for the administration department. She's also going to be the passport acceptance agent. That's going to really be the main person that's going to help with that. I'll start from now and probably for a while make the plug that we're working towards having a passport office in Santaquin City. That'll be a great service to the community and the area surrounding Santaquin. So look for that to open up in about a month or two. We're excited to have that service for the community, and we'll be able to offer that. On that note, unfortunately, we had a training set tomorrow to have somebody from the U.S. Department of State come, but with the federal government shutdown, that impacts that a little bit, and we're still making efforts to do training for our employees to be ready for that and to have the training necessary to provide that service. And so we have some online opportunities and a couple in-person opportunities in a neighboring community, and it's not going to delay us too much, but it could delay us just a little bit, just because we want to make sure that we are thoroughly trained and ready to provide that service. So it's still coming, still happening, but that federal government shutdown does set us back just a little bit. So just an update there for you on that. And then for the council's purposes, this coming Monday is Columbus Day. Again, we're not the city will be closed that day, but yet our employees don't have it as a vacation or a holiday. We use that day for a day of training, and we do a service project in the afternoon. We do that because most of the public thinks we're closed because it's Columbus Day, but that was one of those days that we traded for the day after Thanksgiving. So employees will still be here, but we'll have the offices closed so that we can do that day of training and service with our employees. So we invite council members, if you're able to be there. You'll see an email in the next day or so with more details about that. We've got a couple speakers. We'll do lunch, service project, and other activities. So aside from that, that's all I have to report tonight.
Okay. Norm?
Yeah, Mayor and Council, if you've driven down Main Street, you see that they're finishing up kind of the finishing touches of the landscaping, lights, the hardscape. We'll get trees in after that. The city's taking care of the tree side of things. But just buttoning that up, and I saw on my calendar today that we have a final walkthrough on that on the 29th of October. So there'll be the contractor will likely be off-site after that. There may be a few punch list items, types of things there, but finishing several months early. Right now, their contract goes all the way to January, but because the mild winter we had last winter allowed them to work through most of the winter, they were able to get things done and very pleased with where things are at on that. Looking very good. Nothing to update on CUP. I will give you a brief update on the library. They're getting close to having the framing done. They're getting working on HVAC, working on electrical, working on plumbing. They'll be starting low voltage wiring and other things coming up here in the coming weeks, and then we're probably 3 to 4 weeks off from sheetrocking and moving from there. We're still, at this point in time, we're still 6 to 8 months out. We're still waiting on an order for the elevator, for instance, other things like that. And just again, a reminder that this is just the construction side of things where we'll get the building finished, but we won't have the FF&E, the furniture, fixtures, and equipments yet, as we're still working on potential funding for that. The mayor and I have met with multiple sources and philanthropic organizations. Staff has met with them, and so we're still trying to do all that we can to try and be close to being ready when the construction's done to outfit it and get moved over. Significant lift. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have on anything other than what I've talked about, or even on things I've talked about.
Okay. Travis?
I don't have anything to report tonight.
Okay. Lynn?
Yeah, I've had the opportunity, some of us on the council, to attend the Utah League of Cities and Towns this last week, and learned a lot. I appreciate the opportunity to go and have the opportunity to learn from others. And I feel like we bring back some things that we can use to help our city. So I just appreciate that opportunity. Appreciate Amelie and what she's done for our city, and sad to see her go. That's hard to lose good employees, but onward and upward, I guess. So thank you. That's all I have.
Okay. Jeff?
I don't think I have anything to report. I did text Emily earlier, and I told her we voted and told her she couldn't leave. She laughed. So I guess there's nothing else we can do. But do appreciate her. Hopefully it works out well.
Yeah. Art?
Well, the same feelings about Emily leaving, and she's been a lot of help for me personally, and I appreciate what she has done here. I wish her well. Public Works recently hired a new employee in the water department. And then just to remind everyone that this coming Saturday starts the citywide cleanup. Saturday the 11th through the week and the following Saturday. That's all.
That's right.
Okay. Ryan?
A couple of things. I don't know if it's already been mentioned. The Harvest View Sports Complex has that finished loop now. So the asphalt that goes from the southwest corner of the park that touches the parking lot to the northeast part of Harvest View Drive. And that's a 0.78 mile loop. So that's really great. I'm excited for that. I've walked it quite a bit actually since it's been done. I also wanted to say that I am grateful for Emily. I think a lot of times as a resident, you don't realize how much work and effort goes into making a city run. And Emily, I have learned on city council, has done so much for our city. And so I'm sad that she's moving on, but I'm happy for her, and at the same time, I'm extremely grateful. The only other thing I had was we had our community services board meeting recently. We had one of the things that John Bradley has done is have some of the staff come in and talk about specific things. So like the sports, the staff that's working on sports come in and specifically talk about that. That was really insightful to see that we have so much increased participation over these past few years, so much. And it's a lot of work. And then we also have great board members, but just wanted to share that. That's it for me.
Okay, thanks. I'm not sure we can say enough about Amelie and the goodness they do, as well as everyone that works in this city. There's a lot of good people that put everything into making this place run, and I'm grateful for every one of them all the way around. Amelie has done a lot of things for me, and I appreciate her. So I wanted to go on and just report that three of the council and myself, as well as Norman, Jason, were able to go to the ULCT, which is the Utah League of Cities and Towns in Salt Lake. We had a chance to go through several workshops, look at monies and taxes and all kinds of things that are transpiring, and go through some training and informational sessions, and was a good time, well spent, good investment for this council, and grateful that we were able to get up there and have a chance to work. So I hope we took new ideas and that we'll incorporate those ideas as we go forward. I wanted to thank the city in a good public meeting. I really like my drives up the canyon. I miss my drives with my dog. So I go alone nowadays when I go up the canyon, but because those days are past. But from the three-way stop on 9th South to up at the turn of the canyon where the county road takes over. Oh, I like how smooth that road is. They did an incredible job fixing that, and they've been dressing it up. So I wanted to thank them. They've done a good job up there. It's good to see all of that. I did want to ask, I drove on Main Street and looked specifically at that 5th West Trail between Propeller and the end of the UDOT project. I'm hoping to see an asphalt trail at least placed into that, and I know that we've talked about it. Is there a plan? I know that we've talked with the money that we still had as a contingency there. Are we still good? What is going to happen?
We're moving in that direction, yes. We're trying to make that happen this construction season.
Okay. Are we going to have to do it separate from the project, or
it will be separate from the project? Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you want to say something, John?
You want me to again?
Sure.
So right now we're working with Eccles Paving, who did our road maintenance project this last year, and coordinating with them to get in there and to do that. Eccles is usually set up a little easier to do smaller projects like that than Geneva is. And so we're coordinating with Eccles Paving to get that done.
Okay.
So
we've still got 3 weeks at least before we lose that window.
Yeah. Yep. We'll have it. I'm coordinating with the contractor essentially because we're going to be doing the public safety parking lot, and it'll be in roughly about that same time frame that we'll jump over and catch that trail to connect the concrete sidewalks that are to kind of fill that gap.
Yeah, the real concern that I had was the kids that are going to be living in those houses out there had no real connection to the sidewalks that have been placed in there to even get to school. I guess the kids right there go to the school, right into the Santaquin Elementary.
Yeah, they probably will.
So I appreciate it. I appreciate you looking at it. This is a safety concern, and I'm glad we don't leave it just wide open because it wasn't included in that original project. These are smart funds to look at. Thank you, John. New businesses that I thought were coming along really good is the one in the Tishner building. It's moving, so we're going to see new businesses in there right away. We hope it may take a few more weeks or so to get them in, but
can you share what it is?
I don't know that I can.
Okay,
it's still pending.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll let them kind of decide how to announce those.
Yeah, I look forward to that, and looks to me like the one across the street's moving along too. So I anticipate that we'll be seeing even more shortly.
Where's the Tishner building?
I can visit with you offline, Jim.
Yeah. We can't mention the names. It's just good to know that they're rolling right along.
The old Murdoch.
The old Ford buildings. Yeah, Tishner Ford buildings.
I also wanted to talk, and we can probably make it offline with that, but the rotomill that's been out on the south end. I'd like to talk, maybe we could have it in a meeting,
Sure.
rather than bring it up here. I'm not sure that it really applies here. Okay. Okay, well, thank you. We've gone through about everything. We are going to dismiss from this meeting and go into a closed session where we'll have a chance to discuss pending or reasonable imminent litigation, collective bargaining, and/or purchase, exchange, or lease of real property, a proposed development agreement, a project proposal, or a financing proposal related to the development of land owned by the state. So, need a motion to adjourn temporarily from this meeting and go into a closed session. And in the closed session, when we are completed, we will close that session and come back in here just long enough to close this meeting. So I need a motion to adjourn to that closed session.
So moved.
Moved
Seconded?
and seconded. Travis?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Art?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
It's 8:05. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll go from there. Okay?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah.